I look ugly. My mom recently got diagnosed with schizophrenia, mild schizophrenia, delusion. The light said hi. My mom recently got diagnosed with mild schizophrenia, delusional disorder, basically. And the psychologist, I think she asked my mom somewhere along the lines of, um, "Do you have friends? Do you know anyone from your workforce?" My mom teaches at a university. Okay, mom basically replied back to her saying something along the lines of, "Who need friends in life?" And it's true, my mom does not have any friends. And when the psychologist told my mom to go out and then call me, and when I went inside her clinic, her chamber basically, she literally got offended. And she was like, "I asked your mom, how many friends that she have," and she was like, "Who needs friends in life? Who says something like this?" And I was like, "Bitch, like that's literally my condition also right now. Like, why are you so offended at this?" Like, she literally got straight up offended. She shouted at me and she said, "Who says something like this, that you don't need friends in life?" Are you even allowed to be offended at someone's opinion? Yes, you may have your own opinion of, "Hey, it would be better if my mom went out and socialized," but why are you offended at her statement? Like, because she got offended, I got offended as well, because that's literally my condition as well. I also don't have any friends, so you got offended at both me and my mom. Bitch. So that got me thinking that I actually have no friends. Like, I was literally like not paying any attention to this fact for for like around 2 years now. But after this recent psychologist thing, I was like, yeah, I also have no friends. Um, and I wanted to talk about it. So here you go. So it's not like I never had friends. I feel I always had friends, but it was very one sided. It was like very one sided, and it may come off as something which is my fault, because if all your friendships are like this, where you only put effort, the other person does not put any effort back, the problem lies within you. Is that's what I've heard from like multiple people. And I am like, maybe even my therapist was like, because you were so available to these people all the time, like you have made it a known fact that whatever you do to Gina, the way you talk to Gina, even if you treat her like shit, Gina will be there. And I'm like, bro, like that's me, because I tend to get like dependent on people, which is like not right at all. Like, it's fucking terrible for your mental health. So and then I realized, bro, like I need to back off, and like I don't know, distance myself from this toxic people. Like, all this is what have I recently graduated high school, and after I graduated high school, not one person whom I considered like at least even an acquaintance reached out to me. The psychologist thing, it got me feeling lonelier. I didn't even pay attention, as I said, but after the psychologist thing went down, I'm like, bro, I should probably have friends, because if a psychologist is getting offended, then I realize it's fucking shit. Even my own therapist, whom I meet online, she's like, bro, it's completely natural to have not have friends. Like, chill out. Don't get offended at a fucking what a fucking bitch had to say. And so yeah, that's the reason. Like, I really detached myself from these people after I realized my worth, because if it's always me putting in the work, me trying to get to know you, me trying to meet you, trying to constantly text you, and you are like, I don't give a fuck. And honestly, if you do that now to people, that's what I've realized. If you make it known that you are always there for them, they are very comfortable with treating you like shit, because like Gina is always going to be there for them. Like, I can talk to her however the fuck I want, I cannot invite her, not do anything, but because she feels so lonely, she'll always come back to us. Like, that's the perception that you get, and it like, and you give off that, and it's true. And it's 100% true, because like, older me would do anything to avoid loneliness, that I didn't even realize that me being with this type of people was making me feel lonelier. It took me like 2 years of therapy and a lot of like introspection to realize this simple fact. It's like, yeah, am I saying that when you are alone, and when you do things alone, you don't feel lonely? You do. But when you're with this toxic people, you feel lonelier. Honestly, you feel even worse about yourself. So then I realized that I needed to cut them off, and I did. I have acquaintances, not like I'm a fucking psychopath or some shit like that, because that's how fucking, unfortunately, all the psychopath documentaries start. Like, he was alone, he did not have any friends. Like, not every one of us who don't have friends, some of us don't want friends. Some of us are pretty happy living by ourselves. Some of us had traumatic experiences that do not make them want friends anymore. Some of them are just taking a break, and realizing how to change their habits up, like make their habits a bit better, so people don't treat them like shit in the future. So right now I don't have anyone, and it's like very normal right now. It's not even a crying sad matter anymore. It's like I am pretty happy, I have a lot of free time right now, and I am going to places, exploring places. The first time I went out alone, no, it was hell. Let me tell you, it was literally hell. But after that I kind of got very used to it, like going out alone, and it's also so, there are of course advantages as well as disadvantages. The some of the advantages are like you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. When I had friends, no, like I always used to pay. Yeah, that was also one thing. Like I now I realize I was getting used, but I had to spend after the other person as well, because she believed in she believed not in 50-50 paying. She believed, oh, you will pay this, I will pay this one later. Don't fall for that trap, bro. Do not fall. These people don't pay. All the people I have met who are like, oh, you pay for this, I will pay for the later one, they do not pay. They don't pay. All the Ubers, all the Olas, everything I paid. I think I like I'm not saying that she never paid, but the amount of money that she paid is like half of what I had to pay. Okay, so I can spend a lot of all the money for myself. I can eat whatever I want to eat without having to go by other people, the other person preference, and I can like be in peace. Honestly, because in this like generation of social media, like I have like met a lot of people who are always on their phones, and my previous friends used to be like that. That's not there. I am just at peace. I can listen to my own music and just observe my surroundings, and it's just so peaceful and so much better. I learned a lot of things by myself. I have picked up many hobbies. Like I am doing calligraphy right now. I have also started getting into drawing and stuff like that, and it's just very peaceful. Like I don't like I still have people I talk to. Don't get me wrong. I still have my acquaintances, and I still have like peers, school peers. I talk to, I text, right? And even my college, like the college that I'm going to, even there I talk to people, but they are not my friends. My acquaintances at best, but they're not my friends. And I'm like, at this point I don't even care about. I have like other things to worry about in my life. um and I don't even care. And also, now that we are on the, I just said something about social media. Social media has literally distorted our perception of friendships, relationships, right? Because people come off so sweet and nice to social media. Like, this is what my therapist also made me realize, that what you see may not be the truth. You can, I remember in class 11, no, I was very alone. Okay, I changed schools recently, and I didn't even have acquaintance or people to talk to. I was just there. I was sitting in a place, and I saw all these people make groups way before me, right? They started forming groups. They used to laugh a lot, and my therapist was like, do you think that's like real, or that's actually true, or they are just laughing and still might feel lonely, right? And I'm like, fuck, that's true. Even after some time, when I got some acquaintances and people to talk to, this bitches, I don't think, like, I feel like high school friendships, a lot of high school friendships are like this, fake. They will post birthday stories, I love you, you are my bestie, happy birthday, queen shit stories on Instagram. Then in person they will bitch about that best friend to you. That case has happened, like, with my acquaintances multiple times. Like, I had this, like, I knew this basically besties group, couple. Okay, and they all laughed, like, they love each other so much, every single day posting pictures with each other. They love each other so much, my bestie, my forever friend. Then this person, one of these girls, was back bitching to me and another girl about how she's a bitch, right? She her boyfriend does not deserve her, all this type of shit. And I'm like, bro, like, my therapist was right. All the things you see are not real. But most of the times it's not. Most of the times, how do you know people in groups, people in I'm not saying that they are always fake, I'm not saying that, but many times it is. Whatever you see, that may not be real. And also, one lesson I learned, my therapist line, I'm stealing it, don't mind me. She told me, you cannot depend on people to lessen your loneliness. And that hit so hard, because if this statement wasn't true, then you wouldn't get to hear stuff like, oh, I have friends, I have family, but I still feel very lonely. How many times have you heard this from people? At least me personally, I have a lot of times. Like, I have friends, I have people to talk to, but I still feel very lonely. Like, I feels like I don't connect with people. So I was saying, it like it really is. And like, we wouldn't have heard that. Like, at least me personally, I have had people who are like, I have people, but I still feel so lonely. So you cannot depend on people to make you feel lonely, like less lonely. That may work in some cases, but oftentimes I reduce my loneliness by going to therapy, right? I would recommend that as well. Of course, it's very difficult to find a good psychologist, a good therapist nowadays, because most of them are literally in it for money. And it's so easy to be a terrible psychiatrist, terrible psychologist. It's very easy. It's difficult to be a good one. So I would recommend that. And I would recommend trying out things by yourself. And it's the most normal thing to not have friends, by the way. Like, social media and all this stuff has made us believe that, oh, it's like, if you don't have a fucking girl group, you are like, you are not it, and stuff like that. Oh, going out to places, that's weird. That's going to places alone, that's weird, that's awkward. But it's literally couldn't be farthest from the truth. Literally, having no friends is the most normal thing you will ever come across. And even on social media, we have like seen people coming out and being open about it, the fact that they don't have any friends, and so many people also related to that, to her or to him. So it's a very normal thing. So don't let it get you down, right? Like, and it's very fucking normal. I am pretty fucking okay with not having friends. I am better, I would say, when I had friends. I am way better now without any friends. I don't have that amount of toxicity. I don't have to depend on anyone. I don't have anyone to disappoint me or make me feel bad about myself. I am the only one doing it. So at least I am bullying myself. I don't want people to bully me, right? That's just an added bullying. I don't want that. Okay, so that was my video. Bye. I don't even know how to end videos, y'all. Bye. Like, what do I say? Bye. Slay at not having friends. Love you.